everyone, thanks for joining me tonight for our teen night class. My name is Irene, and today we are going to be making a pretty fun craft. I had a lot of fun making this one, a beaded t-shirt, and I've got a little weaving going on here, so it's just more than more than just fringe, but if you want, you can make a simple fringe. So this one's pretty easy, and you just need a few supplies. Really, it's just the t-shirt and the beads, and the rest of it you probably already have at home. Scissors, ruler, pencil, and maybe an eraser, and you are good to go. So I'm going to tilt my camera here so you can see my workspace, and we will get started. So I have got a basic white t-shirt here. You can grab whatever kind of t-shirt you have. This is kind of like an upcycle class, so if you've got an older graphic t-shirt that maybe is a little ratty and you want to spruce it up a little bit, this is the thing to do. It looks super cute when you're finished, and it's not too difficult. So first things first, we are going to take our scissors and just cut the end of the bottom of this t-shirt off so it doesn't have that seam. And we are going to then make our fringe. First, so we're going to cut this end off, and using, you want like a really good pair of scissors for this, because if you have a pair of fabric scissors, that is awesome. They sell them at craft stores. They're not too expensive, but if you like crafting, they're definitely a good investment to have, because especially sewing or other clothing type crafts like this, they're good to have around. These are pretty strong and cut through that perfectly. So you're going to cut the end off of the t-shirt just like that, and then you're going to this one is too small for me, so I can't really put it on, but you'll ideally put it on and then mark where you want the fringe to end. So I'm going to just take, I think this one I did just a few inches of fringe. So I went up on each side of the t-shirt, we'll say about 3 inches of fringe. And then I'm just going to mark that with my pencil. And you can make it as long or as short as you'd like. Make it into like a nice, cool, fringy, like crop top situation, whatever you want to do. And then I just, actually, I didn't draw a line across because I didn't want to have to erase it. So I marked the spots, and then I'm going to use my ruler as my guide later. But first I'm going to draw my lines for the fringe here. So I did a 1/2 inch for my width of my fringe. And you're going to do it all the way around. I'm just going to do the front of the shirt for you guys today, because it does take a little bit of time. So you don't have to watch me do the whole thing. So I'm going to go kind of close to the bottom here, and just 1/2 inch marks all the way across. And these you won't really be able to see when you've cut it, because they're going to be just kind of blending in with the rest of it, or covered by beads. So and you can just cut this freehand too. I like to be kind of precise, so I tend to measure things, but you definitely don't have to, and it doesn't have to be perfect. All right, and then the last one will be right here. Okay, so now we're gonna start cutting our fringe. So you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna do that all the way around. I'm just doing the front today. So I'm going to start by cutting my edges here. And if you are doing the weaving technique that I'm doing, you're going to want to have an even number of fringes. And I just corrected that at the end if I didn't have the right amount, because I just cut one off and you can't really tell where one's missing. But if you wanted to, you can count and make it an even number. For the weaving technique that I'm going to show you, if you don't want to cut off any of your fringe, but it's not a big deal. You can't really tell if you do. All right, got the edges there. Just cut straight up. And if you wanted to, you could even do both sides at the same time and just have it like a mirror image of itself, but this is just one at a time. Alright, so about halfway across I'll stop, and then I will show you how to do the weaving part. Alright, so here's kind of the fun part. So beads go on next. I have blue beads and yellow beads. You can get these at any craft store, and just pony beads is what they're called. They've just got that nice wide hole there, and they're just the basic plastic beads. If you wanted to use something fancier, you could. Just want to make sure that the hole's big enough to fit through the t-shirt. Alright, so pick what color beads you want, and then I also have some yellow here, so I'm going to do yellow for this one since I did blue for my last shirt. So now we're going to do the weaving. So this technique, oh, actually first I'll show you, if you wanted to just do fringe with beads on it, you can just simply pick up fringe, put your bead through, and you can put as many beads on it as you want really, but 1 or 2, 3 maybe, just have a few beads on there, and then just tie a knot below the last bead and you'll have some beads. That's really simple, still looks really cute. If you've got some different colored beads, you can make a pattern or something, and that'll be really cute. If you want to do the weaving, here's how you do it. So you're going to cross your, oh wait, I think I did it. It doesn't really matter which one's on top, you just want to make sure that you do it the same all the way around. So I cross, on this one I'm crossing my right over my left, and just doing that for each of my pairs of fringe here. Okay, perfect, so that is done. Alright, so you're going to do that all the way around, but I'm just doing it for half right now just to show you how it works. So once you've crossed them, you're going to take the two from opposite pairs, and you're going to bead those together, or collect those together with a bead. I have to make it a little skinny to get in there. Alright, just like that. And then you'll take the next two from opposite pairs that overlap each other. I'll do one more, so one from the left pair, one from the right pair, the ones that crossed over each other. Alright, and then once you get to the edges, that's where it's kind of complex. So like on this side, you're going to have to remember to crisscross those ones and then weave that properly. So you might have to cut some of the fringe off on this side, but that's all you do all the way across, and then once you're finished, you'll just tie a knot under the bead to make sure that it stays, and then you will have this awesome woven t-shirt look, and it turns out pretty cool. So that is all I've got for you guys today. It's pretty simple. If you want to just do the basic fringe, that's super fun. If you want to do this woven fringe, that's cool too. And you can use different colored beads too. I just used one color bead, but if you wanted to every other, whatever kind of pattern you want to do, random, if you've got a ton of different colored beads, that would be super cool. So yeah, pretty simple, super fun. Let us know or share with us if you do make one of these. I'd love to see your own designs. You can comment below this post or email us at eaglelibrary@cityofeagle.org. We'd love to see what you do. We'll see you next week for another teen night. Have a great night. Bye everyone.
Borrow digital comics from the Eagle Public Library. From superhero classics to the latest kids comics, start reading today at eaglepubliclibrary.org/ecomics.